The views and opinions of the hosts and guests are their own and do not necessarily reflect the views of the management and staff of Guardian Radio.
Good morning and welcome to Guardian Radio AM. Today is finally Thursday, June 26th, and it's a little after 11 o'clock in the morning. Once again, this is C.A. Newry, and I shall be your host for the day because we have a doctor in studio. And she have an entire fair that's happening on Saturday, is it, Dr. Jones?
Yes.
This Saturday. I already forget your medical facilities. My mind goes blank.
Preferred Care Medical Center.
She's from Preferred Care Medical Center. And she's going to be hosting a health fair. In which district you are in, by the way?
We are in the Coral Harbor Plaza.
Coral Harbor, that's not a far place, Aaron.
Yeah, that's why he's so excited. You know what I'm saying? Like, this, it's great to know that across the island...
That someone way that far is doing, is doing things.
You don't have to drive way well into town just to find a
Coral
doctor.
Harbor, far though.
Not for the people who live there. See, that's the thing. Not for the people who there.
Yeah. But Dr. Jones... Griffin Jones, I'm going to call your whole name, right? Tell me about your practice, first of all, what you specialize in, and then why you decided to do a health fair. And then we go all about the health fair and explain what's happening.
All right. So I've been practicing medicine for the last 18 years. I practice at Preferred Care Medical Center, which is my primary center. And I decided to do this because there are many persons in the community that are not aware that we are there, number one. Mm-hmm. We have been there for the past 2 years, and some people in the community still don't know that we're there, which is bad. So as a matter of fact, we're trying to bring persons from the community to our health center so that they can be more health conscious aware. Mm-hmm. And so we've decided that we're going to do this health fair to make these people, to bring healthy awareness to them. Mm-hmm. All right? And so our theme for this health fair this year would be holistic wellness, healthy communities. Because we know that with a healthy community, we have a healthy environment and we can be progressive.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Do you have a specific specialty?
Yes, my specialty is I'm a general practitioner, but I do have a master's in family medicine. Okay. So I see everyone from cradle to the grave.
Listen, my raccoons say they have opposable thumbs. Stop sending them to the vet. Y'all don't see raccoons say.
No, we don't.
They feisty, man. They say we almost human. But all age ranges with family medicine, from grandparents to from the cradle to the
children.
Okay.
Yes. To adults. Yes.
Preferred Care Medical Center, are you a NHI? Are you a part of the NHI program?
Unfortunately, we are not.
Okay.
We're still trying to get there. So we're not as yet.
All right.
Mm-hmm. No, go ahead.
No.
I was being entertained. But I want to hear about your health fair. Right? I said you brought an entire team with you. I want you to introduce them because they look shy. I wanted to make sure they're involved because I know your practice is more involved. You go there, the nurses start taking care of you for that triage place and then until they finally get to you, right? Who all would be at your health fair? Is it just your medical facility or you inviting guests to participate? Go ahead.
So we have a cadre of medical professionals. We wanted to implement everything that makes healthcare holistic. So I am partnering with Reap Life. And we have here Nurse Nikita Cash and Alexandria Dames. We're partnering with Reap Life because they are a nutraceutical company, and we're trying to be all-around facility.
What type of company?
Nutraceutical.
Natural.
So natural products.
Okay. This is where I go there now. What's a nutraceutical company?
Okay, a nutraceutical company provides medical products that are derived from more natural elements and sources, right?
So that's where Miss Deems is.
Yes.
Okay, so I have never asked Miss Deems some question of what she's doing with this nutraceutical thing.
But I was about to say, whenever we talk about bush medicine, we say if you are already taking medicine or you have predisposition for specific conditions in your family, always consult with your doctor first. And so like what you have with nutraceuticals is you have the doctors have said, hey, you don't have to go to them to say, hey, can we take the product? The doctors have said, hey, we endorse these products.
So with Dr. Jones being there, I could say, Dr. Jones, I need some natural stuff. And she say, see Miss Deems there? That's the stuff.
No.
I forget, I have Dr. Jones here. So Dr. Jones, right? So at the health fair, Miss Deems and her team is going to be there.
Yeah.
And these are things that you've already say, I endorse that. That could work.
Definitely. So
Okay.
they can explain a little bit more about their products as well. In addition to Reap Life, we've also partnered with our local companies like Lowe's Pharmacy,
They can be there?
NASA agencies, yes. Also the Medicine Place, which is right next door to Preferred Care Medical Center. It's actually a pharmacy as
pharmacy?
well.
Yeah. I would say take advantage of an opportunity to engage with pharmacies and pharmaceutical distributors, right? Because that's the point in which you could say, listen, I've been talking to my doctor about a range of products. Are you bringing in any of these products now? Are you willing to bring them in the near future? Right, and so that's a great opportunity to face with or get closer proximity to the buyers.
Yes.
Will I be able to question the pharmacist, like
You will be.
with generic stuff? Because I know there's some expensive things
Yes.
and some substitute where I said, man, I can't afford that. I ain't get no insurance. Pharmacist, can you give me an alternative? Will they be there for
And
that?
the generic alternative is extremely comparable to the brand. So when I hear patients say that, oh, I don't want generics, no, that's incorrect. Generics are still comparable with brand.
And which pharmacy is going to be there at this health fair?
The Medicine Place?
The Medicine Place.
Yes. It's also located in Coral Harbor Plaza.
All right, absolutely.
Now repeat all the listeners who's going to be there again. I'm sorry. You know why I'm interrupting people?
So we have
Sorry.
a cadre of persons who are going to be there. So first of all, obviously we're going to be there. We're going to be doing health screenings. So persons are going to be able to get cholesterol checks, glucose checks, blood pressure checks, hemoglobin checks, which is iron level checks. We also need to promote that we are also having a blood drive. So persons can come and donate blood for us as well, because we are always in need of getting blood supply.
Yeah.
All right. Other persons who are going to be there, we're going to have a fitness demonstration. We're going to have a live nutrition demonstration. So persons are going to be cooking nutritious meals and showing persons that they can do this also at home.
Now with the fitness thing, I need y'all to bring one of the by them or one of the female by them who do the fitness in the chair. You see, I affected right now.
Yes.
Right? But I think that's great for people with injuries, great for people with disabilities,
Yes,
older
that's
people and struggling with mobility or fear. They have mobility issues, right? You know about that when you exercise in the chair?
I when I get up to go to the fridge, it's exercise for me.
That's why we need you to come to this.
Yeah.
Okay, in terms of the screenings, right? I know if you're giving blood, we know we're going to be testing people for iron. What do people need to do to prepare themselves to be able to give blood?
So the most important thing is to eat prior to coming. You don't want to give blood on an empty stomach.
Okay.
All right.
All right?
Now, it's mango season. Eating 5 mangoes before I come is not recommended, right?
No, it's
Okay.
not recommended because you don't want your sugars to be extremely high either.
Yeah.
All right. Persons who are, for example, for women who are menstruating, you cannot donate blood. Persons who are obviously anemic cannot donate blood. All right.
And because when you're menstruating, your iron levels are
Decreases, yes.
tremendously. Okay, now for the glucose test, right? For the sugar test, is there anything I need to do to prepare for that?
Persons who are diabetic, hypertensive, I recommend that you do take your medications prior to coming
Okay.
because we need to know if those medications that you're on is working.
Okay.
All right. So take your medications. When we do take the blood, it's going to be not a fasting blood, but obviously we know that you have eaten. But we need to make sure that the medications are working. So you need to eat prior to coming and take your meds prior to coming.
All right. If I want to give blood, last question, but I'm taking a number of different medications, I should bring my medical record with me
Yes.
to share with the phlebotomist, right?
Yes, you
Okay.
should bring that as well with you. And as I said before, there are going to be other doctors who are also there. So if anything happens, obviously we are
There will
there.
be care to attend. Okay.
Okay, I want to get your guests involved. Let's start with Nurse Cash.
Yes, sir.
I can't remember your name. Okay.
Money.
What you can be doing there?
I'm going to be representing Reef Life,
Okay.
the nutraceutical company.
So you know about the natural medicine too?
Yes. sir.
Okay.
I'm the co-founder of the company.
Good for you.
So first question. We all know that bitterer is betterer. That's a standard rule. If you're a Bahamian, you're supposed to know the more bitter, the more better it is for you. Cersei is very bitter. So is neem. I take both regularly.
I shook it to mind.
No, that defeats the purpose, Newry.
Same thing. That's
But
why
so the question is for me: does Reap Life, or in the nutraceutical realm, do we have products now that will allow me to reap the full benefits of a Cersei tea without experiencing the full bitterness of a Cersei tea?
Yes, we have products per se. Now we don't have Cersei per se, but we have pill forms.
Okay.
That you can just swallow. We have teas. We have extracts.
Okay.
We have powder form you can mix in your drinks.
Mm-hmm.
So we have different stuff like that, but we haven't had Cersei as yet.
Okay.
Not as yet.
So what's the goal and the objective of Reap Life?
Reap Life is to create a better community, Bahamas at large, and the world too. Eventually, we're gonna spread our wings.
So at this drive that's happening here, this fair. So
Yes.
what would you be doing there?
We're gonna be promoting Dr. Jones' company as well as our company, Reap Life, and we're trying to get the word about our company because we just
Any
started.
products?
Yeah, we have products.
Any free stuff?
We have free samples.
Okay, good. I like free things.
It's just vitamins.
And it's
just vitamins.
10% off.
Discount too. That's
Yes.
good. I like free things and discount. Go ahead.
Yes, we have 10% off all our supplements.
You have anything for diabetes?
Yes.
What you have for diabetes?
Let me tell you my testimony. I am a diabetic, and I was almost in a coma. I think it was last year.
What was your hemoglobin, the number
My-
count?
My
the highest one.
My HbA1c,
Yeah.
they call it.
Yeah, what you have?
That was like 13, and now I got it down to 6.
No.
Thinking,
I know that one, the 13 one. The number where they come, they have like 216 thing. That number.
Oh, that was over 600 because it was just reading high.
Okay.
And I started taking the sugar soda. That's what we call it.
What is it called?
Sugar soda.
Yeah. How much that cost?
It's only $40.
How much I get for that?
A month supply.
A month supply.
Yes. And it transformed me. I was almost 300 pounds.
Wow,
and now
wow.
I'm down to almost.
But you solid. I like you. I mean, not flirting on thing. I mean, it's a good size. That's what I mean.
Yes, I was on my dying bed, basically.
Don't worry, I can say. I was about to say the woman name is Cash. She does look like a million
yes,
bucks.
She look good. She look good.
But listen, diabetes is obviously
Yeah.
important.
you write down the name for that thing? Because you know I
Sugar
gotta go there.
soda.
I ain't gonna ever forget sugar soda.
It sounds good.
Yes.
And how do you take that?
You take it 2 tablets 3 times a day. Now it sounds like a lot, right? But it needs to get in your system. For me, once it got in my system, I only took it for like about 3 months, and now I don't even have to take it anymore because
And
my
you all the way
sugar's
in Coral Harbor, though?
completely controlled. Reap Life, we do deliveries.
Let's look at that. How much extra money for that? Delivery.
It's only $5 delivery.
Time back.
Okay, now, and one of the bigger questions, and like I said, let me
How
reemphasize.
you move from diabetes to
Diabetes is a very important
You tell him my
subject.
numbers?
His numbers was. I going to beat somebody when I see his numbers. That's how mad I was. Not at him, but that these things could happen. But Mr. Newry,
You still ain't telling my numbers.
it was over, like 1,000.
It's 1,290.
It was over 1,000.
Yeah, I went in that
what?
coma you're talking about. Yeah, but okay. the next bed, who's next to the next bed? He ain't here no more. But I hear. But don't worry about that. And the one who next to it had 1 foot. So I good man. But I like your product. Give me the name of that again.
Sugar soda.
Yeah, 'cause I need to take some things. Yeah, good. Sorry.
Now,
continue.
I'll say I have a personal bias as well, right? Products for menopause and perimenopause.
We have menopause. We have
You have products for that.
we have
Listen, see, Mr. Newry, I know the diabetes is important,
Yeah.
right? Because here's the thing. I think there's like a slight link. You see, Alzheimer's, dementia
Yeah.
is being considered or referred to as like type 3 diabetes, right? Like it's in that space. Here's the thing that happens to women with menopause. Their brains shrink, right? and that makes them more, I wouldn't say susceptible, use the word loosely, susceptible to developing Alzheimer's and dementia, right? And so there is that, but us women, we ain't talking enough about menopause
You
and
want anything
perimenopause
for
and
miserableness?
solution.
Because I
See,
know a
good.
co-host
Good.
who premenopausal.
I
And if
don't-
you have anything for miserableness, natural stuff, I would appreciate you be buying that
I don't
now.
care how you frame it,
Say,
just
Lord,
get it to me.
Please, please.
Right? And I think that's where women are now. We are breaking away at the stigma. And because when you sweating buckets in an AC room, I don't care what you call me, just bring me the solution.
And I'm going through this with her, by the way. So
We're
any
talking-
kind
we're
of help.
talking about it more. We're talking
Yeah.
about menopause more and solutions to that problem.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay. So what else I can expect at this fair?
We all.
Miss James. Let's get Miss James.
Yeah, let's get Miss.
Go ahead, This is Miss James talking now. And she also represents Reap Life? Okay, go ahead.
Yes, good day. Like,
So you can have a big booth.
we should, yes.
Okay.
Nice Nurse Cash said, we're just trying to raise awareness overall. You know, persons, at the end of the day, they've been on prescription meds for years and not really seeing any turnaround in symptoms. And so we like for persons to, you know, at the very least, try something on a different avenue. When it comes to natural products, you know, you can't at all say that, you know, you have a problem there because it's all natural. So, you know, we just want persons to come on out, show support, get out of the community, out of your community, come out and support us.
And you mentioned, we already highlight diabetes, that definitely you'll have like a section for that or some recommendations for that. Any other ailments that is popular for the Bahamian community that y'all may have?
Okay,
you have a section for this, so
And
come out for that.
Let me say one specifically, right? We've had an increase in sudden deaths post-COVID. And a number of men have said in this discourse, listen, before you go straight to the virus or the vaccine, have you considered that some of the male victims are actually experiencing complications from erectile dysfunction aids, particularly over the counter? And by over the counter, I mean like gas station erectile aids. Will you have professionals who could speak to men about more actual natural solutions for erectile dysfunction? Because it is diabetes,
Hypertension,
menopause,
menopause.
and then erectile dysfunction is a big issue in the Bahamas. Some of it from poor diet, some of it is just predisposed, and then some of it is actually like psychological
Exactly.
as well.
Yes. So, good thing you mentioned that. So, June has been designated as Men's Health Month. So, with that, we've also enlisted Dr. Gerard DeVoe, who's going to be coming to our health fair to actually speak to our men about men's health. And we also have a psychiatrist on board who's also coming to be talking about mental health. It's not a big talk, but it's for us to start this conversation. All right. Reap Life also has products that also deals with erectile dysfunction.
Okay.
Let's walk through that day, the fair day. What time does the fair start? What should I expect at the first hour, the second hour, the third hour, the fourth hour? Go
All
on.
right. So you should expect an exciting fair. Upon entering, there's going to be screenings done. So there's going to be persons who are going to be there to register you as a patient that's entering our fair, and you're going to have physical screenings done. We're going to have fitness demonstrations as well as the food demonstrations available. New Life is also going to be there to also showcase their products and their food products as well. All right. What else do we have? Premier Labs. So Premier Labs is going to be there to also do that HbA1c stat as well for us as well.
I think it's great to, like, if you have health conditions, it's great to be able to speak with the pharmaceutical space and sales reps so that you can understand what the products are in the market so that you could have a more informed conversation, you know, with your doctor. I think that's a very big deal. And I think for young people who may have a condition like diabetes and they have to now shift their thinking about how they're going to move through the world, it's great for them to be able to arm themselves with information and know that there are places they can go to ask questions, because we want them to to understand that they are they're their primary caregiver.
Yes.
As a patient.
Yes.
Also on this food thing, right? Mm-hmm. I just want to send out a word to y'all vendors, whoever they are, because we're on this little coconut kick right now. The government is looking at trying to derive and create a space where businesses can pop up around coconut. Did you know you could make like a vegan corned beef with coconut? You could make vegan conch salad, right?
Yes,
And
with coconut.
is a cup. Did you know that you could make vegan bacon with coconut, Mr. Newry?
No.
You smoke it.
I don't plan to be vegan. I
Listen
like my
to-
bacon like how bacon tastes.
You see, here's the problem. You could catch a pig.
No, but I know
I
how
could
to-
catch a
I can
coconut.
fry one. I can
See,
fry
I
a
could
coconut.
catch a coconut. I
Yeah.
can't catch no pig. I know I can eat coconuts. I done start working on my culinary plans from now. Especially with this 1 foot.
I see Miss James bring a whole box of things. What's that? What you bring though? You just can't bring things and not say what it is.
This medicine you read, don't volunteer
But she bring the
every
medicine. I
time.
wouldn't know what she bring it for.
Yes, sir. So we just brought some of our products for you to be able to take a look at the actual.
I like how they bring products to
size.
take a look at it, not to say take it home and just take a look at it. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Take a look. As we were talking about the sugar soother, we have products for all different ailments: hypertension, diabetes, joint pain, women's health, like Miss Newry.
Which one? Which one is? She's a work wife. Don't worry. Which one is hypertension? My wife go through
Hypertension
that.
is naturally low. That would be right here.
And how much that cost?
So they're both $40. I think the most expensive one we have will be the one for mental illness. And
No, I don't
memory
suffer from that
loss.
yet.
And nothing is over $70.
Okay.
And they come with 180 capsules to the
So
bottle.
this is naturally low. This is hypertension,
Yes, sir.
and this is sugar sugar.
Yes,
This is
sir.
one I'm interested in, and
Yes,
that's
sir.
$40 too.
$40.
And I get my 10% discount.
And we take card as well. So
You only saying yes? You
Yes,
just,
sir.
move
Yeah,
on.
we
You
take
just
cards
move
as
on
well.
without telling my 10%. Go ahead. On the fair, I get these things at discount at the fair, the 10%.
Yes, sir. We have smaller packages, so we'll have them available for persons to try and purchase on that day.
Now listen, ginger ale has been a staple in my household because it cures everything. You have upset stomach, ginger, you have gas, ginger ale, you get the burps, you get indigestion, ginger ale. Do you have any products for those sorts of things? For gas, indigestion, gastro health? I realized that when I eat that 30 minutes after I eat, there's something going on in here, and I want to sort of calm that down. Also, prebiotics, probiotics for gut health.
Okay, so we don't necessarily have anything that's specifically geared towards that, but we do have something called Less Overweight, which is more so for weight loss, but it's also for irritable bowel syndrome. So it has a number of different fibers in there that really helps to get your digestive tract going.
Okay.
Overall, it helps with appetite reduction, speeding up your metabolism.
Oh, that's good.
Fat burning properties. Has stuff like senna leaf, bromelain, a lot of different things in there to really help to get your gut health going.
All right.
I just Dr. Jones now. When you're talking to NHI, they say, "Do you have when you say you have your own doctor? What do you call that, Aaron?
Your primary physician.
Primary physician. How do I make you my primary physician? Is that a thing?
Yes, you can make me
What's
a
that
primary
process?
care physician. You just have to come in.
Come in.
Register with us. But as I said before, we are not under NHS.
No. I talk about just
Yes.
that
Yes.
term, primary. What is it again, Aaron?
Physician. But,
Yes.
but be careful, right? Because like I lived out west for a minute, maybe a year. And
That's when it's bougie.
Yeah, very. Everything was in the east. Everything was in the east, right? So what I'm saying is not to jealous nobody, but people in Coral Harbor and Adelaide and in the surrounding communities are going to be like, man, Newry, you have to get a visa to come this side of town. Why you come in here and not making somebody closer to you your primary physician, right? And I think that's one of the key things to celebrate is now people in that area can have a
It's
primary
access. Yes.
that's easily accessible.
And you said just come in and just register, and that's
Just come
that's
in and
that.
just register.
Yeah, okay.
All right. And we take walk-ins daily. You can make appointments if you would like, but we do take walk-ins.
All right. Now I'm hosting Airbnbs, right? I'm in the west, near the airport, and that's the primary point. So I have a lot of tourists coming in and out, and I want to be able to say to them, if you have any medical issues, call Preferred Care Medical Center and see if they will suit your needs.
And we also do home visitations. So
Okay.
if a patient is unable to come out, they're gravely ill and they're unable to come out, I would be grateful and happy to go and see them.
Okay.
Before we transition, right, we want to give you the opportunity to give us a rundown again about the entire fair, the time,
Yes.
the date, right? How to find your place, because I just get lost. Far west I go not even near the airport, Bahama, and I stop and I turn right back around, and you further off, right? So tell me where to find you. This big event with all the tents and everything, who all to
Yes.
be there, and the demonstrations, go in detail. As you talk for a couple minutes. And your socials, I don't know how to contact you and thing, man.
Okay.
And especially this Reap Life, I need a phone number, because I might have to take advantage of that coming down and you deliver, because you're far, but I want your product. But so you need, I'll pay that $5. But go ahead.
So again, our theme this year is holistic wellness, healthy community, and we are targeting persons in our community, but everywhere in New Providence. The theme is geared towards making our community healthier so that we can be more productive citizens of the Bahamas. All right. The health fair would be June 28th at the Coral Harbor Plaza, which is the plaza that is leading into the Coral Harbor Road going towards the airport.
Right, so right off the roundabout.
Yes, right off the roundabout
But
on the
heading
left.
north.
Yes.
Okay.
Heading towards the airport. It's going to be from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. We're going to have health screenings. We're also going to have IV infusions. So 2 or 3 lucky patients are going to be able to get multivitamin IV infusions available for them on that.
Okay, so
particular
what
day.
you're saying
Free of
is
charge.
if I plan my night properly and I hit the town bad, 1 foot gallivanting, and I can't quite get up in mornings, roll over, have somebody drive me to the community fair, and I may be able to get a little...
to get infused, yes,
right. Now,
definitely.
I want to say that this is a great thing to have. I could see a lot of tourists wanting to, because if I going on vacation to the Bahamas, I trying to get 1,000% out of every day, right? And if I need a little boost, I'll get it. But for athletes, I imagine that this
Definitely.
is a definite service, right? We see you, VJ, and Buddy,
Yes.
and Eric, and all y'all, and the Zions building up this place. But that would be a great element added to the sort of sporting health world.
Exactly.
All right, okay. Awesome. Okay, so
Should you give us socials yet? Because we know we get
Yeah,
So you can locate us on at preferredcaremc@gmail.com. We are on Facebook. We are on Instagram as Preferred Care Medical Center. The telephone number is 362-1505.
Okay. And Ms. Cash, your socials and information?
Okay, Reap Life. Just to say, we're coming to the Mall of Marathon next week. I think we're going to be there after the 1st of July.
Okay.
We're going to be in the Mall of Marathon. We're going to have a booth there.
okay.
I
Yes.
can buy my samples there too?
Yes.
Okay.
We'll be traveling so
Yeah,
far.
I appreciate that.
Oh, wait.
And go on. A contact number?
And Miss Dames.
Yeah, so our office contact number would be 3940912, and then our cell contact will be 828-REAP, 828-REAP, that's 828-327.
Okay. Quick question. I'm coming down to some specific things, sugar soother, because I have another 75 mangoes I need to eat in the next 2 weeks. But can I just get my regular regimen of vitamins from Reap Life at the same time?
To be honest, our products are geared towards certain ailments.
Okay.
But overall, because they're plant-based, you have a lot of ingredients in there that are really good for the body. Like, for example, our powder for diabetes. It has vitamin C in there, vitamin E, your pineapple extract, cranberry extract. I take it just to get a little. I don't have diabetes, diabetes in my family, but it's a good booster. So you would find that some of our products, even though they're geared towards a particular ailment, they can still be used outside of that.
Okay.
So please come on out. If you've been on
And
prescription
ask these
meds-
questions
yes.
with the experts.
If you've been on prescription meds for years, get off of them and come out and support the natural products.
Okay.
Good. Okay, so this Saturday, starting at what time?
10 a.m. to
From
3
10
p.m.
a.m. to 3 p.m.
And they have a whole cadre of people who's going to be out there.
A whole cadre. And please come out from east To west, to north, to south. Please come out.
I want to say to all the people who sell like medical supplies, like boots and canes, like you see, I have them right now. You all come out as well so people can know what options are available to them, because a lot of people just don't know what's available in the local market.
Okay, we have a caller because that's going to go to the break right now. But let's take this caller right now, and from there we thank you very much for passing by the way, and we wish you good luck for your fair health. I got to pass through because I got to take advantage of some of these things. Bring the wife with me, but let's take this call just in case. Put on these earphones so they can address you. Okay, go ahead, caller. Guardian Radio AM.
I'm glad you tell them put on the earphones if they can, so they could hear me better. You hear that just now, and Poppy here, not the lady who talked last, who was starting it, who was telling you everything. You remember you saying, but they sound shy. But a woman who was talking before, the first woman who talked just now, she have a sweet, lovely voice.
She have a lovely voice. That's a doctor. That's Jones.
What's she name?
She's a married woman though.
I don't be meaning it like that. Listen, Aaron ain't married, but I love Aaron's voice.
I be watching you, I be watching you. Don't think I be don't listening, no. I be listening. I be listening to you.
But the lady, what's her name? She girl, you ain't scared to talk on the radio. She was right.
Dr. Jones. Remind me about your full name, please, Dr. Jones.
My name is Dr. Yolanda Griffin Jones.
Okay, Miss Jones. Okay, Griffin Jones. And you say you get one Dean, a lady, Miss Dean, and there too, or Bean, right?
Deems. That's an Andrews family. Deems family.
Okay, well.
You have a Deems and a Cash.
Just now, she ain't sound like she's scared to talk on the radio. Y'all keep up the good work, man. I enjoy listening to them just now.
Thank you.
Absolutely. And so just before you go, any supplements for visual and eye health?
No, ma'am. No, nothing. No, that speaks to that.
That's all right. That's why I have to come. That's why I have to come to
Come
say.
to the seminar, yes.
Hold on. I think the diabetes sugar soda
Yeah.
would help with that because I was actually going blind.
Okay, so if you're experiencing
So
eye,
I think the sugar soda, it helps cleanses the pancreas, all the organs of the body. And I was able to come off insulin. I'm on insulin 4 times a day.
Look at
Wow.
you. You come from far.
okay.
We have one more caller. I try and transition, but since you're here and they want to engage you, I'm going to let them engage you and ask you questions. Go ahead, caller. Guardian Radio AM.
Good morning.
Good morning.
to all. There was a product that you had called. I couldn't remember the name. I know Aaron had asked a question about it. It was pro something when you were talking.
Or probiotics. Yeah.
When you were talking about it has all of these things for irritable bowel and some other stuff inside it and weight loss something. Was that one product name that you called?
Yes, sir. That's called Less Overweight. It's more so geared towards weight loss, but that is that's for weight loss, but it actually helps with persons who have that issue.
Okay, that's a product you'll be able to have out there on the 28th.
Most definitely, yes, sir.
Okay.
Okay, thank you very much. I can't wait till the 28th. This is going to be a good fair. I can speak to the doctor and say, Doc, all of these things is what I'm dealing with. Can you do one of these screens? And then I could go to these different booths and say, I need this, I need that, I need that, and then get my 10% discount with it too. Just the health seminar is on. Give me
June
28th.
28th.
June 28th,
10 a.m. to 3 p.m.
10 a.m. And the phone
Coral
number
Harbor
again?
Plaza, 362-1505.
It's going to be at Coral Harbor Plaza. You said?
Yes, Coral Harbor Plaza, Preferred Care Medical Center.
Good. I'm excited. And we're going to take a quick break now. This is Guardian Radio AM. Thank you very much, ladies, for joining us. We'll be right back.
Girl, Junior just showed me Bella Boy in his phone.
What you mean? He take picture of that good for nothing boy?
Shh, you don't want Bella here. You say that. You know she always say that's my good child.
So what he doing in Junior phone?
Oh, he there because the police looking for him. He on their wanted list.
Wanted persons in your phone now?
Yes, child. And when police want to find anybody quick, after something happen, they can send pictures direct to your phone. Go to Google Play or App Store and search for Crack Crime Bahamas. Then pick install and it will go straight to your phone.
There is also a section on missing persons.
Yes, girl. Everybody needs to get this app so police can tell us right away when these people go missing. Just like an alert system.
Yes, it has numbers for Crime Stoppers Bahamas, so you can call and nobody knows it's you. Call directly to Miami and give the information without giving your name or anything about you. I tried the other day, and when I hear Junior and his boys talking about where they hide those guns, I walk quick round the corner and call that number.
Call 328-8477 from Nassau or 242-300-8477 from the Family Islands.
Hey Bahamas, it's your girl, Coach Trish Hanna, and guess what? I'm over here now on Guardian Radio 96.9 FM with Your Lane Talk Show. Starting Sunday, July 6th at 4 p.m., I'm bringing you real talk and fresh perspective on everything that matters to us as women. Relationships, beauty, finances, faith, and so much more. I'll continue to bring transparency to taboo topics as I aim to empower, encourage, and educate women of all ages, stepping boldly out of the four walls and into media. So tell a friend and tune in every Sunday at 4 p.m. We're walking in your lane on Guardian Talk Radio.
Let's have a conversation on what we face every day. It's Your Lane Talk Show with Coach Trish Hanna.
Just sign in and have a seat, please. They'll call you in for your x-ray shortly.
That's why they call it a waiting room. You won't have that problem at Fourth Terrace Diagnostic Center or Imaging at Grosvenor. We never schedule multiple appointments, so you'll be in and out in no time. And if your initial screening reveals a concern, our radiologist can conduct an alternative screening right then and there. Call 328-8157 to schedule an appointment at Fourth Terrace Diagnostic Center or Imaging at Grosvenor today.
You try to rest, but roll with the best. For all your printing needs, there ain't no one better, no. For posters and banners, magazines and flyers. For window decals, greeting cards and newsletters. No job too big and there's no job too small. You name it, we can print it. Just give us a call. Let Print Masters bring your masterpiece to life.
Located in the Nassau Guardian Building, telephone 302-2361.
Love the show? Want to give your support? Become a sponsor today. Call 302-2300 for our rates and packages. That's 302-2300. Become a sponsor on Guardian Radio 96.9 FM. Fresh news, smart talk, all day.
Sign up now for the Michael Scootery Peace on the Streets Basketball Classic. This is our 30th year, and we are doing it big. Sign up for 13 and under Tropical Gyro, 16 and under the Myers Group, Sun Oil, 20 and under in the Church Group, We Buy, You Sell, the Design Group in the Open Division, and for the first time, the Jamaica Bahamas Corporate Division. Competition begins July 14th to the 20th at the Hope Center. And then Kendall Isaacs. That's the Michael Scootery Peace on the Streets Basketball Classic, where we shoot hoops instead of guns.
And welcome back to Guardian Radio AM. We'll transition, but let's go through the text that we got during that last episode there. So let's quickly run through the text, and then we'll finally get to talk about how we celebrate independence. We have a list of events that our government, is going to be doing. So, they call me and say, Yolanda Jones is a soccer. Yes, she let me know just now that, yes, she is a soccer. She's 2 years behind me. I say, I know her face look familiar, but I don't stare a woman in their face no more. My wife would say, what you staring at? So I didn't look at her. But yes, I vaguely remember her face. I see her. But thank you very much, Clarice, for reminding me that Yolanda Jones is a soccer. Go ahead, Aaron.
All right. I got a text here that says we can start with this one. CA, the wife listening, so watch yourself.
I've been watching myself because she does listen.
Another text, it's true, Aaron. I live in Coral Harbor, may as well be Andres. Only yesterday, walking from Domino's to the rum shop on the strip, did I see the medical office. Normally, I just drive by and don't pay attention. Pity they are not a part of NHI. Looking forward to the health fair. Well, they did say that they are working on becoming a part of the system. They're just not quite there yet. Another text, I guess from my side of the show, a text that says, Miss Green, what I said was in the newspaper. Okay, yeah, what you said was in the newspaper, but what you were getting ready to say, I didn't want anybody to use that against you or me. You know what I'm saying? That's a highly, highly sensitive subject right there. Texter, I don't know if I want to read that out loud. Why are you attacking C. Allen like that? Good morning. Take all threats of death seriously, especially during this season. Did we reference that in this? Because I with you, because when Rodney Bunker was on the TV talking about, are you still gay, Aaron Green, with the gun fingers, about boom,
Boom,
bye,
bye.
I took it seriously.
You scared?
I don't know if the Ministry of National Security took it seriously, considering he was one of their consultants.
Did you report him as a death threat? You get threatened all the time. People out for you. Your whole life should be concerning though.
It is extremely all the time. That's why.
And for nothing, you be walking past and people come up to you and accost you all the darn time.
That's why my rape whistle goes buzz buzz.
Instead of go wee wee.
No, buzz buzz.
I know you always go buzz buzz instead of going wee wee.
Yeah. Wee. Guess what you wondering? Wee wee.
Oh, that ain't work.
No.
You
You see how people is disregard the siren on the road?
Yeah.
Say, okay. Here's another one. In reference to earlier portion of the show from Bahamas local, quote, Michael Johnson, Bjorn Ferguson, and police sergeant charged after corruption probe, close quotes. The person says that is a straight. They got all of, this is all in reference to the Sonny Miller case.
That person ran in detail.
Yeah. Tribune, October 10th, 2024, quote, Aragon accused claimed after landing in Acklands with a plane containing 400 kilograms of cocaine and 15 kilograms of marijuana, he handed over the drugs to. That's a big quote there, but let's just remind people it comes from Tribune, October 10th, 2024, if they want to read it and the quote for themselves. Okay, Mr. Newry, to the list.
Let's go to the list. What list is this we're going to read?
52nd Independence Calendar of Events.
Yes.
The calendar of events stretches from the 29th of June to the 10th of July, 2025. I'm a little disappointed.
Why are you disappointed there?
Because the 27th of June, that's tomorrow, is International Day of Deaf Blindness.
Okay.
They could have incorporated a day for recognition of people differently abled, people living with disabilities.
Don't they have an association? They could. It's not too late. They could call somebody and say, "Y'all forget us."
Can they pay their phone bill, seeing that the government them took $25,000 out of their budget for second memorial?
The lady
for
who's in charge said she don't mind. I remember she said she don't mind they moving the money. That's why the money's short.
I mind.
Yeah.
Okay, so first up on the calendar, Sunday the 29th of June, Beat Retreat Experience, a ceremonial event at Parliament in Rawson Squares.
That's a big event.
Featuring performance by the Royal Bahamas Police Force, Defense Force, and Bahamas Department of Corrections Band, showcasing discipline, precision, and musical talent in celebration of our heritage.
Good.
Monday the 30th of June is a day of National Day of Prayer and Reflection. Why wouldn't you do that on a Sunday?
Pastors are busy with their church.
Praying and reflecting?
Yeah, so now they have it on the
So
next day.
that
So it'll be 2 days now.
A day for Bahamians to unite in prayer and spiritual reflection, seeking guidance and blessings for the nation's future. You know what I like about that? Hold on. You know what I like about that?
It doesn't include any Rastafarians?
No, it didn't say only Christian prayer and reflection.
Does it include any Muslims?
It doesn't include Christians either, because it doesn't say Christian.
But any other religious denominations invited to participate in this?
We're not a Christian.
Does it say?
It doesn't even invite Christians to participate. It just say a day for Bahamians to unite in prayer.
You can see the Christian consul there and present and live.
Tuesday, the 1st of July, is National Flag Day.
Okay, we have a Flag Day. You always complain about Flag Day.
First of all, my critique was very nuanced. Why would you have a Bahamian Flag Day on U.S. Independence Day? Second, Flag Day, various reasons why people have Flag Days, right? Flag Day is typically a diasporic exercise where people who are not in their country of origin celebrate the flag of their country of origin.
Can you imagine
in the country
the
they're in?
Bahamians in the diaspora in the United States celebrating their Flag Day on July 4th in the United States?
Yeah, because
that should cause chaos.
Because it couldn't wait. That's why it shouldn't have been on the 4th.
That would cause chaos.
As the next thing, right? You think that, let me read it. Kick off the celebrations by wearing the national colors, aquamarine, gold, and black. Bahamians at home and abroad, including communities in corporate Bahamas, are encouraged to show national pride through vibrant attire. Flag-raising ceremonies will be held at 9 a.m. across the country and at Bahamian foreign missions. Okay, so here's the thing I have. Right now. You think they're going to have any activities that bring us together as a collective to learn about the creation of the flag, like the origin of the flag, who designed it, right? All of that? Or is that conversation just not politically expedient at this time?
Not at this time.
Yeah.
But remember, there was a legal suit about the flag. Whatever happened to that?
Exactly.
Like, they just dead.
Yeah.
It was a big thing in the news just a couple of weeks ago. Well, a couple of years ago.
Well, several months ago.
Yeah.
Right?
And
it
it
wasn't
just
that
gone
far.
quiet.
In fact, it was last Independence.
And the gentleman had good, incredible information that it was warranted that to take it seriously. Because I thought to man, what is this man talking about? But then when he brought his evidence, right, it's something that we need to conclude with. Conclude that we're not giving him the money, or we conclude that we're going to give him some money.
Absolutely.
Yeah. What else happening?
Wednesday, the 2nd of July, National Day of the Family. Celebrate the Bahamian family with a call to strengthen bonds and restore the family as the cornerstone of our community. You ready for this?
Go ahead.
Share a meal. We eat together every day, people. I was going to say ma'am, but I don't want you all to think that I know who wrote this. I would like to know who wrote it, just so I could put in an application for the same job. But the point is, you can share a meal or play games and enjoy meaningful time together to foster love, pride, and lasting memories. You know, are you noticing a trend here?
We like feed people?
No, that's not it. I can read some more and see if you pick up on the trend. Thursday, the 3rd of July, National Wellness Day, a day dedicated to promoting the physical, mental, and emotional well-being of all Bahamians through nationwide wellness initiatives.
How they gonna do that?
What do you think are the nationwide wellness initiatives? What do you think they can be?
I don't know.
That's the point. Wouldn't this be the time that you tell us?
Yeah, that's kind of vague.
Okay, Friday the 4th of July is National Pride Day.
I thought we had that already. That's a Flag Day and Pride Day, the same thing?
Let's see. Celebrate, this is what National Pride Day says, celebrate our heritage by wearing the national colors.
Yeah, that's Flag Day.
Flag Day, kick off the celebration by wearing the national colors. Anyway, let's go back to Pride Day, by wearing the national colors and exploring Bahamian culture.
Okay.
Through museums. We have any museums?
No, we don't have no museums.
Okay. Reading workshops. Who is hosting reading workshops on Friday?
Who's hosting reading workshops?
In the summer. Have you coordinated? Is this a coordinated effort with all the summer camps? See, like when I went to Methodist summer camp in Minette, we celebrated independence. We had a whole independence program, right? And we had the church service as well. We celebrated that. That was a part of the camp. But who was organizing these reading workshops and conversations with fellow Bahamians to deepen your connection to our history? You could imagine that you just decide to go take a Surrey ride so you could deepen your connection to Bahamian history.
Which day is this again?
Friday, the 4th of July. That's U.S. Independence Day. Because see, on U.S. Independence Day, I could be wearing my U.S. colors and pretending to be American.
So is this something that the government is coordinating, or they just tell us?
Oh, no, this is the Independence Secretariat.
No. I'm talking about the event.
What event?
Is our government doing anything, or are they just telling us we need to go and do some things?
They're just telling us, y'all go figure out what to do.
So there's nothing technically planned?
It doesn't. There's a couple of things that are technically planned.
No, but I talk about that day.
Yeah, no. It doesn't appear. See, when they say reading workshops, you would assume that they're planned events. But if they're planned events, you would have listed some of that information on this flyer.
Okay.
Saturday, the 5th of July is National Culture Day. Celebrate.
I thought we just had National Cultural Day with...
National Pride Day?
Pride Day.
No, you're exploring Bahamian culture on Pride Day.
Is there a difference there?
The next day, you're going to celebrate the Bahamian culture you found on your exploration by enjoying traditional music, like Junkanu and Rake and Scrape.
Does the government plan to have something, or there's something I need to go and do?
That's something you need to go and do on your own.
So there's nothing actually planned?
On that 5th? It doesn't seem so. Tasting local dishes and experiencing Bahamian art, film, and dance.
Does the government have something planned, or there's something I need to go and do?
Thank God for the Division of Culture. They got a list. You could find some Bahamian movies on their Facebook page, eh?
Let's pause a minute and just talk to this caller here.
All right.
I'm trying to find what our government have planned for me to invest
Hold on,
in.
let me just finish right there. This day honors the vibrant heritage that shapes the Bahamas.
We might have to postpone our show on that day and then just have this music to help them out.
That's a Saturday.
Oh, looks like that killed. Let's go to the callers. Let's go to the callers. We can help them out. Go ahead, caller. Guardian Radio AM.
Yeah, good morning to both of you again. Aaron, I just wanted to go to one thing that you guys said in the last show and 52 spoke of concerning cell phone uses. Like how we talk about cell phone uses in the hospital and in airplanes.
Mm-hmm.
There's an they call it IE or IC, IE standard, right? It's an EMC standard for medical equipment. In spite of the fact that this standard has come, because I think in our Bahamas, we may have these older, non-compliant, sensitive medical electronics that doesn't meet that standard.
Mm-hmm.
So I would say for people, the hospital, until we upgrade to the 21st century, should limit use in the hospitals for those, and more specifically ICU operating rooms, cardiac units, and neonatal ICUs. I remember they used to say turn off your devices in the plane because it interferes with all those other things.
Yeah.
We have advanced since then, but the way I hear 52 and the Johnson guy talk about equipment breaking down, failing, repairing, and all these different things, I think it'd be wise for us too, because we might not even know, get a lot of false reading on equipment in regards to those interferences that comes in, spikes in ECG, ventilators, pacemakers, all these different things. It does have an effect on it. So it's something for us to consider. Until we embrace the 21st century, maybe we should still act like we...
But see, Alan, we're still trying to train everybody to use the beige computers. And now you want to upgrade? Oh, my goodness. Producer, let's go to the phone line. Good morning, caller.
Good day. I'm Miss Aaron Gray. I'm,
Hey, good morning.
Which day is that they bring you to try being
Say that again?
Which day is that you try being cuisine?
Which day for the Bahamian cuisine? Food.
Oh, it says, I mean, technically it should be any day.
The 4th, the 2nd, and the 11th. But go ahead.
Because I want to try I think it's corn salad and grits. You ever heard of that?
Yeah, my wife does that all the time. But it looks like you got to do it. You got to make that yourself. It doesn't seem to be a place that you go to.
I know, but do you boil the conch or like?
No. Okay, so watch this. No, it's conch salad.
It's conch salad.
It's conch salad and grits, right? But think about it like this: you ever eat crawfish salad and grits?
Yes.
Yeah, but crawfish is more like it's boiled.
I know, but you technically you are ceviche. When you ceviche, the conch salad is ceviche, right? That means you cook it in the lime juice.
Okay.
Yeah, and so technically it'll have that cooked taste, but I understand now why people put mayonnaise in conch salad, because that tastes great with grits.
What?
Wow.
Yeah, that's the Bayesian descent blood. Don't worry about that.
Ain't got no conch in Barbados.
Thank you very much, caller.
Good morning, Barbados. We love you.
Thank you very much, caller.
Don't mind Mr. Newry pulling words out my mouth.
Go ahead, caller. Guided me to AM.
Hey, great show. How you doing?
Good morning.
Really, mayonnaise and conch salad?
Yes, I mean, because it tastes like crawfish salad, man.
You know better. Oh, I thought you were saying conch.
No, it will taste like crawfish salad if you put it in the conch. Yes.
All I gotta say is, you one step away from being banned from Fox Hill.
Yeah.
Just one more incident.
Let her know.
He's telling me that all the time. Ain't you living that room with the gate?
And then you mentioned also conch and grits.
Yeah.
Conch salad and grits.
Yeah.
Boy, Miss Green.
No, that's the thing.
We deal with your alternative lifestyle in Fox Hill. We ain't dealing with that.
No, but conch salad and the grits is a Bahamian thing now.
No, that's it.
This boy say how much struggle you want, Miss Green.
You totally banned from Fox Hill after that one.
Yes, sir. I understand. I shall do better.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Thanking you. Okay, so Saturday the 5th of July is National Culture Day. Right, that's the one. We listening to traditional music like Junkanu and Rake and Scrape.
Are they having an event?
I mean, if they had said Gombe, I would have been impressed. If they had said, look here, take this time to explore Gombe and the origins of Bahamian music, I would have been slightly...
I want to know the event so I can attend.
No, there is no event.
For so far, is there any event listed that I can attend?
So far, be the retreat.
Be the retreat.
Yeah.
So far. And the church service? They even say
When we get there yet now. So, you mean the National Day of Prayer and Reflection? No, there's no specific event. 6th of July. Now, Flag Day, you go when you driving through town, find a business or a building with a flagpole. Mm-hmm. And if you want to participate in something, be there at 9 a.m. So you could participate in their flag raising ceremony. On the 6th, Sunday the 6th, National Church Day of Prayer Service.
Okay. Didn't we have that already? Like everything seemed to be repeating
No,
itself.
this is churches specific.
Another one's religious. Oh,
I mean, is
that one where they say
other religions have churches too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, so churches nationwide are invited to hold worship and Thanksgiving services to honor our nation's journey. Attendees are encouraged to wear national colors. I like that because it didn't say Christian churches only. Monday, the 7th of July, National Day of Unity. Promote kindness, respect, peace, engage in activities and events that foster conflict resolution and unity, reinforcing the bonds that hold the nation together. Like if you're a security guard and you work on what that is, East Street Hill, and you see the people parking inside the disabled parking spot with no disabled parking sticker, tell them to move. Don't even think of it as like an act of national service. Think of it as your job, because it is actually your job and that's what you're supposed to be doing. I trust that somebody will remind you of what your job is. Tuesday, the 8th of July, I mean, that's what I saw this morning. National Day of Service is Tuesday, the 8th of July. Members of the community, civic organizations, and corporate partners across the Bahamas join us to serve our neighbors, support local projects, and strengthen the bonds that unite us. Or we all out of time.
Go through this, go around
No.
quickly.
So Wednesday, 9th of July is the Ecumenical Service and Cultural Event. That'll be at Clifton Pier
Okay, that's the event.
Park at 8 p.m. Tuesday, the 10th is Independence Day. We start the day with 1 a.m. People's Rush Experience. Annual Independence Day reception. Don't worry about when it starts because it's invite only at Government House. And then Family Fun Day, Thursday, 10th of July, 4 p.m. at Clifford Park. National Youth Choir, Sandlands Rehabilitation Center, the Edmund Moxie Cultural Show and Lignum Awards, and Love Your Neighbor Day are all non-government events endorsed by Independent Secretariat.
Lord. You know I go over this list again, right?
Yeah, we can do that tomorrow.
Yes. Anyway, Lord. Oh, God. So you got to slow down. This has been Guardian Radio AM with C.A. Newry. Of course, Aaron Green is with me. I'm going to go over this Independence List celebration again to find out any exact events that I can attend. I want to attend things. I want party.
And then I actually want to critique it.
Yeah. And then I want to know what was the expenditure for the 50th.
Yeah.
I say
and the
stop asking.
51st.
And the 51st.
We don't know what the expenditure was for that.
I say
either.
let us spend the money. Once I having fun and get free stuff, because I like bags. I like free bags. I like this.
I agree with you. I didn't get enough invitations.
Have a good day.
96.9 FM. Streaming on GuardianTalkRadio.com and the Guardian Radio app. Nassau, Bahamas.